When it comes to schooling, many learners like me from communities like mine don't always have the same opportunities as others, and that will affect the rest of our lives.
When you get into classrooms, the literacy and numeracy problem that I experienced in grade 5, it was shocking.
The socio-economic background of learners does affect them. Now the question is, why are our children not doing well, despite the fact that the government is trying its level best? That, of course, leads to the training level of our educators.
Teach South Africa is a non-profit organisation that recruits top recent university graduates from any academic field to teach maths, science, English and technology in disadvantaged communities. They are deployed to schools for a minimum of 2 years, during which time they will be paid.
Like a teacher ambassador like myself, I believe that we're giving children the opportunity to let out their potential, to give their all in everything that they do.
I look up to my teachers. An inspirational teacher can help me change my life.
First of all, the purpose of Teach South Africa is to provide an opportunity for young children in under-resourced areas, an opportunity to get excellent education. Specific focus is maths and science and English. We do this through recruitment of graduates from all South African universities to come and teach for a minimum of 2 years in these schools. The long term is really to develop now the crop of these young graduates who become alumni, who go back and contribute to the larger economy and make South Africa a stronger nation. But in this, I think it is imperative to thank Deloitte and other sponsors.
I wanted to help kids think for themselves. Some of the best teachers I have ever had were the ones who didn't try and force knowledge into your head. They just tried to get you to think for yourself.
The Teach South Africa program with the ambassadors have helped our school in that we have managed as a school to relieve some educators of the workload, and they have contributed in such a way that they are able now to reach out to each individual learner.
Take the challenge to help me, and Teach will do everything they can to support you.
We were introduced to the teaching methodology that included going through the national curriculum statement and outcome-based education. Teach also gave me a computer, and I find it very useful when coming up with lesson plans. There's been ongoing support. I was given a mentor and a facilitator.
To the ambassadors, I think that the management and leadership skills that they are learning are infinitely transferable to other sectors, particularly to business.
It's very difficult to measure, but through my interactions with the students, I know that I am making a real difference, and slowly I'm starting to see a change in their attitudes towards life and their attitudes towards their schoolwork.
I wish we had about 10 of these ambassadors, because they will turn the school around.
Helping me is your chance to give something back.
I went to a private high school in Northwest. After that experience, I thought I need to give back to society, and the logical way for me to do that was to become a teacher. My mother was horrified at the news because she said teachers are underpaid and overworked, but for me it's not about the money.
Teach South Africa program teaches the ambassadors the skills that I believe are very relevant for the corporate world. Therefore, we hope that the Teach ambassadors one day will join Balo World, and there will be those who would prefer to stay in a teaching profession, which we believe would be a noble thing to do.
I've been exposed to a corporate world. I was a management accountant before. Subsequently, I became a business relationships manager. But teaching is where I want to remain, because that is where I feel my calling is.
I learned that I've wasted a lot of my own education. Back when I was in school, there was a lot more that I should have done and that I could quite easily have done that I just didn't do. I've also learned a lot about what hard work really is.
The TEACH program has taught me about effective leadership. You look at people as individuals and don't generalize and use a one-size-fits-all kind of approach.
On my second week of teaching, I went into a classroom and I was motivating them and telling them that they're great, they're intelligent, and they will amount to great people in the future. And one particular learner started crying. So I said to her, "Would you like to step outside?" And she said to me, "No, ma'am, I actually want to share it with the whole class." And she said to me, it is the first time ever that somebody has told them that they'll amount to something.
I've been through ups and downs because there was a moment where I felt, oh my God, I do not want to be here. But I believe being there, getting to know them has made me a better person to understand different personalities, to understand different people.
I hope this program of Teach South Africa should carry on, and we keep on recruiting people like the ones who are here, I mean our ambassadors. They will make a really big difference in education as a whole.
I used to see people coming up to my mom and saying thank you to my mom for teaching me in grade 2. And at that stage, somebody will be a doctor or an engineer. And I felt that is a good feeling that I would love to experience at some point in my life. That is why I would love to do that with my kids in grade 5 and 6. Maybe in 10 or 15 years' time, they'll come up to me and say, "Hi, ma'am, thank you very much for that."
Be a TEACH ambassador to help me get the marks that I deserve.